Hey, 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 we are here at day zero. We're getting ready for Pura video. That was supposed to say beta, but I like it. And man, I am excited. We are going to Costa Rica in less than 12 hours. And today was pretty interesting. I've been pretty stressed out the last couple days, just thinking of everything that I've got to get going, everything that I got to make sure that happen. We've been ordering like crazy on Amazon, making sure we've got everything. And I think we do now. And, I've been thinking of just like all this stuff that I've got to do, like while I'm gone. Like I want to do this and, I want to do this and that. And like I was getting really overwhelmed with just everything. Like I was getting really stressed out. Kind of interesting thing, at least it's interesting to me. I was reading this book by he's a successful business person, and it was talking about being like super organized and kind of having this plan for everything. But that just stresses me out, and I know that. But there I was still kind of trying to do it, and so I was trying to plan all this stuff for Costa Rica. And so this morning, a friend came by and we did this. It was some step work. It was like a devotion. And as I was doing it, like everything just kind of fell away. And I was like, oh yeah, all that I need to do is just be present for the day. And if I'm present for the day, everything, kind of always just worked out. It will. And so like that was probably like 10 o'clock this morning, and just kind of everything fell away. So it's funny, we're leaving here in a few minutes, and I told my wife that a few people were coming over to watch the fireworks tonight because it's July the 3rd, and we've got fireworks on the lake tonight. And she said, "What are you doing inviting people?" I was like, "It's just a couple. We've probably got 20 people upstairs, but I thought I'd run down here." And it's been good though. I told them all, hey, we're packing, and it's all good friends. And so this was funny. So this happened this morning. So first I had the moment, the devotion moment. I was like, oh yeah, just be present today. Like that's all I need to do. Just chill out, trust my higher power. Don't burn stuff down. Like just for today. That's all I got to worry about. And we've had this whole day set aside. So Cassie gave me a call and said, can you check on our travel insurance? I was like, yeah, I'll do that. So I look at it. I love this little thing. Let's see if it still works. Travel insurance. That's funny. So because of the plague, you've got to like fill out this health stuff. And of course we got the six of us, me, Cassie, the 4 boys. So we had to do it for every single one. And there's a place where you upload your insurance. And I ordered the insurance needed whenever I got my tickets, whenever I ordered them a long time ago. And I look, and Costa Rica has some specific rules. Like you got to have $50,000, up to $50,000 in kind of emergency medical anything. And then $2,000 if you've got to extend your stay. And I looked, and our insurance did not have that. And this was, 10 o'clock. I was like, all right, well, that's not going to work. So I called up the folks, and I was like, hey, I got the insurance. It's not what I need. I actually need to do it for the Costa Rica. And they're like, okay, that's fine. And she said, when do you need this? I was like, by tomorrow. And she said, all right, let me see what I can do. So she put me through, and this was amazing. The person was awesome. She was great. The person I talked to, we got it all updated. For a minute, it sounded like it was going to be like $8,000, which just did not make sense. And it was actually ended up being about $100 a person for the whole 6 weeks. So it was really cool. And we finally got it all situated. I was able to do that. And my friend Brian's going with us. And he was like, what's the number of that girl you talked to? Because she was awesome. And so I introduced her to him, and then they were cutting up. And And then he got situated and he had me printed out, but he had set his insurance wrong. It was for like 4 days. So they got it updated and I just took him to the airport. So I guess, there's a couple ways to look at that, right? Like one, um, hopefully you're married to someone that's very organized or that'll start doing that. Or two, I just hopped in and did it, and I'm good at this. I'm really good at kind of showing up and just making things happen, and it was pretty lighthearted. And so we got the travel insurance taken care of. We were going to rent a car because we found out we're kind of on a mountain, so we've got no idea how far we really are from town. This is a true adventure. But looking at it, the cars are kind of crazy, so we're going to go there. We're going to get situated, and then we're going to see if we need a car, rent a car there. It'll be an adventure. We might have to go back to San Jose to get a car. We might have to go to Capos. Who knows? It'll be fun. And so I'm excited. I'm excited about doing these videos again, share some pretty cool stuff that's happened in the last week, and some stuff that's happening with referrals while you sleep. Really, really exciting. We've got a little over 30 people that we're doing this for now, just having some amazing results. And I'll be doing some live streams with the family, with some friends, doing some referrals while you sleep live streams while we're gone. And we got some teams here. So we're going to list a house next week with the team while I'm gone. That'll be fun. And I am looking forward to this. So one of the things I wanted to share about is stuck in my head. I was really, stuck in my head the last few days about this. And this morning, like something just kind of snapped me out of it. It was that devotion. And I was thinking what that means to me is, well, sometimes it's almost like I'm trapped in my head. It's almost like my head's a jail cell and the voices in it is just loud and I'm just talking to myself. And it's almost like I can't even be present. It's not even possible. And so for me, I have found some things that pop me out of that shell, that pop me out of that jail, so to speak. And so I thought I'd share a couple of them. So one is calling someone who is empathetic. And in my 12-step recovery, it says that one of the therapeutic value of one addict helping another is without parallel. And one of the things that I found is just calling someone that gets it, that doesn't judge me, that sometimes just listens to me, just being able to get it out of my head. A lot of times that can just kind of break the spell of the jail in my head. That was cool that rhymed. And sometimes I'll call someone, I'll talk to them, and then I'll call another and talk to them, and call another and talk to them. I've had days where I just talk to people, because that's part of my slogan. Chill out, trust my higher power. The others don't burn stuff down. So I'd rather be talking to people on the phone than burning stuff down. So that's one thing that really helps me is calling someone who's empathetic. Like my wife loves me, but she doesn't get what's happening in my head. She's like, just don't do it. But it doesn't work like that for me. So that's one. The second is for me, I guess this is kind of similar. It's talking about how important it is to have a group of people that you're connected to. And so for me, that's going to 12-step meetings. That's another thing. And I think one of the things that I like about it is that there's this place of just, when I go into the meeting, I'll sit there. A lot of times I'll just close my eyes and I'll just listen. And listening to other people that are empathetic, I may not even share, but just like it just quiets my mind. And a lot of times it'll pop me right out of it. And then of course it's fun to, sometimes I'll share, kind of what's going in my head again, just kind of get it out. And I've got the empathetic witnesses. Sometimes we go out to eat afterwards. That's great. And then the third, I guess this is what it's step work. You know, it's a journaling. So we've got this guide where I'll get together with other folks in my recovery, and well, at first I'll just journal. I'll do a journal, and if I've talked about private work before. So private work is one of these ways that I do that. I think that you can just go to privatework.com, and it's free to kind of try out, but journaling. And so that's one of the things I notice when I'm stuck in my head. When I call someone that's empathetic, for me, I go to 12-step meetings, a place where I find those empathetic people. I'll do step work or journaling, like private work. And what I realized is, so for me, like I've got some spiritual principles that help me kind of wake up, that get me out of my head, help me kind of be a little bit more conscious, kind of be present. So that's my goal for this Pura video for this trip, is to be conscious, and I'm really looking forward to it. Let's see what happens when we do this. So tomorrow the trip begins. I'll see you later. Bye.